Hello, my precious wandering souls. Welcome back to Miles Edgeworth AceAttorney Investigations. So, in last episode, we investigated the mysterious death of Mr. What's his face? Byron Faraday, which is his case that I'm kind of worried about her. But okay, and another guy named Mackerel. Apparently, it's like they attacked each other, but the order of the bodies, like of who fell first, is not correct. So that's interesting. We also found out that Miss Callisto Yu, the attorney we were supposed to face against on trial, is connected to this case through the victim. So let's continue. Game? Oh, okay. September 10th, 4:45 p.m. District Court, third floor lobby. Sir, what is to become of the trial into the Codopian Embassy staff member's murder? Indeed, since both the suspect and the prosecutor are now dead. The case will be dismissed. In other words, the trial ends here prematurely. Oh man, I don't get to make my debut as a prosecutor. Ha! Looks like you'll have to wait just a bit longer for your big debut. I suppose it can be helped. The evidence for this trial will be transferred to you in a little while. Sir, what do you think about the murder of the Codopian Embassy staff member? And the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell? What an outrageous circus it has all become. That Faraday brought it all upon himself with his naivete. An outrageous circus? Right, sir. I grow weary of this topic. Edgeworth, I will have you assigned to a different case. Papa, you'll come and watch my courtroom debut next, won't you? I'll consider it. Dude, he's your... That makes me so angry. Francisca is your daughter. Dude, are you not even coming to see your daughter's debut? I hate you, Manfred. I hate you so much. I'll consider it, he says. Sir, if I may, please allow me to continue with my investigation. Whatever for. I know that there is already a suspect in the murder of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Rell. However, there is not enough evidence to prove that it was he who committed the crime. I'd like to continue investigating in order to find the perfect proof of his guilt. The perfect proof? Don't make me laugh. A worthless person like you has no right to claim such a thing as perfection. You know, I watched the AceAttorney anime a couple days ago, and the Von Karma episodes, Von Karma was portrayed as this, albeit kind of mean guy. He still seemed to care, even if it's just a little bit for Edgeworth. But this freaking sentence breaks my heart. Yet again, I'm pretty sure these games were not written by the same person who wrote the original trilogy, Shutakumi. So maybe that was that writer's perspective on Von Karma. Still, this makes me so sad. And that's when little Edgeworth's heart broke. Papa, who do you think is the real culprit behind these murders? Miles and I were competing to see who can find the real killer first. Plus, us, being able to investigate a real crime scene is a really rare opportunity. It would give us some real-life experience, wouldn't you agree? Huh. If you want to investigate this case that much, then do as you wish. Then you're allowing us to continue? In court, your top priority is to win, and a solid investigation is one of the keys to winning. We have to make sure you become recognized as a first-rate prosecutor, don't we? It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. I hate you, Manfred. I hate you so much. Huh. It wouldn't be very interesting otherwise. Yeah, it's not like I'm planning this convoluted plan to make you suffer, to bring you to a high standard and make you really famous as a prodigy prosecutor, and then see you fall from up high. It would be really bad. Nah, it wouldn't be that interesting. Ha 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 ha. I freaking hate you, Manfred. I'm returning home now. Edgeworth, Francisca, see to it I'm not disturbed, save for the results of your competition. Yes, sir. Of course, Papa. He probably didn't even want anything to do, like, kids will be kids, I guess. Francisca, thank you. What are you thanking me for? Your logic earlier was built on the scruffy detective's lie. That means that the competition is still on. Yes, just as you wished. Huh, I couldn't let you get off so easily. Now then, let's see how well you fare on the investigation from here, Miles Edgeworth. I know I don't have enough information yet. So my first order of business will be to question anyone involved in this case. Involved with this case? Or involved with the other case? Maybe I should talk to you first? Miss you. Oh, it's you, Edgeworth. And who are you? Wait, you were at the crime scene just now, weren't you? You should be despair for not knowing who I am. I am Francisca von Karma, and I am about to become the successor to the family name. About to? I guess that means that for now, you're still just another kid. In which case, it's only natural that I didn't know who you are. She got you there. Why are you whipping me? Come on. You whip... Wait, has Francisca ever whipped a female before? I think she whipped Maya once, but... Huh. Hey, whip her! I don't like Callisto. Why don't you attack her? And there she goes. Anyway, it looks like they're planning to hold the evidence a bit longer. If there is one thing I can stand, it's waiting. I'm terribly sorry, but I have a few more questions to ask of you. Look at you, eyebrows scrunched with lines on your forehead. And that, to ask of you... Oh, I hate this woman. What exactly is so funny? Sorry, I'm just bad at dealing with a super serious atmosphere. You are a freaking defense attorney. You're supposed to be serious. I mean, Phoenix is not serious, but... Apparently, they failed to teach you proper behavior at a crime scene in law school. I feel much better now. So, what is it you want to talk about? I'd like to inquire as to where you were at the time of the murder. We were in defendant lobby number 1 the whole time, up until we heard a gunshot. And by we, I mean Mr. Bad. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him yourself. You were with Detective Bad? Why? We had a little something to discuss, that's all. Suspicious? Detective Bad, time of the murder, Mackerel. Detective Bad, I guess. So I take it that you are acquaintances with Detective Bad. Yeah, he was a detective in charge of the KG-8 incident. Detective Bud is also related to that incident? Oh, we have to talk to him. That's right, he was the one who was supposed to protect my sister, Sis. Oh. Oh. You probably have something against him, huh? But you know how that turned out, don't you, Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth, I have no idea what you two are talking about. Alright, we never told Francisca anything about the case. I've heard of the KG-8 incident from my papa. But how does that case relate to you, Miss Yu? Her sister is the victim, so, yeah. The victim of that case, Sis Yu, was my little sister. Ish, yeah. You're making that super serious face again? I'm fine, really. I just make it a point to rub some more salt in his wounded pride every time I see him. Yeah, that sounds like something you do. The way she talks about doing that as she laughs is it's kind of creepy. Didn't we have some, like, the same reaction about something else? I don't know I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was like, that's kind of creepy. Oh god. Game? Game? Game, are you okay? I think my game just froze. Game? Hold on a... Okay, I think it's fixed now. God, that was scary. For a moment I thought my game had crashed or something. Oh, that was creepy. That was horrifying. Oh god. Oh, speaking of Mr. Bad, he and Mr. Faraday, I'd say they met up just about every single time the Yatagarasu made a move. It was practically a given that the two would meet up at every one of the crime scenes. I see, he did mention that he's in charge of the Yatagarasu investigation earlier. Maybe I should ask her what she knows about the Yatagarasu in more detail. Okay. Time of the murder. Hold on. You claim that at the time of the murder you were with Detective Bad. But don't you lawyers usually discuss the trials with your clients during a recess? We do, and that's what I was planning to do. But Mr. Faraday was being rather threatening, and he dragged Mr. Rell away. Huh. After that, Mr. Bad came into lobby number 1, so we just stayed there and talked. And what did you talk with Detective Bad about? Nothing interesting, I just insulted him some. Talk about how the trial was going, and then I insulted him some more. Bloody. When she's not laughing, her mouth seemingly spews nothing but insults. Anyway, Mr. Bad and I were in defendant lobby number 1 when the murders occurred. So I really can't tell you anything about the hallway of lobby number 2. I see. Huh. Macrell? I'd like to ask you a few questions about your client, Mr. Macrell. Now, your client first claimed to be the Yatagarasu, is that correct? Yeah. Once I heard that it was the Yatagarasu that had made off with the evidence from KG-8, I began to ask Mr. Rell all sorts of questions, but to no avail. Turns out, Mr. Rell was not the Yatagarasu, he had just made that up. He made it up? Mr. Rell's crime was caught on tape by the security cameras. But there is no footage of him sneaking into the Codopian embassy itself. Hold on for just a second. Then you mean to say that you knew he was not the real Yatagarasu? And that he was just another cold-blooded killer, and you were ready to defend him? Yes, that's right. I see. So a defense lawyer is actually just someone whose job is to cover for criminals. Edgeworth. That's why defense lawyers are so detestable. But they are no match for us Von Karmas. I don't believe it, you're serious. Why don't you save that face for something really worth being serious about? And Edgeworth, do you remember what I said earlier? I had my own agenda. I'm still on the hunt for leads regarding the KG8 incident, alright? And for what? And for that, you have not a single qualm about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. I said no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Rell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of covering for him, ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. I'm sorry. Forgive my rashness. Yatagarasu? Miss Yu. I was wondering if you could tell me about the Yatagarasu. The Yatagarasu, huh? I don't really know much about that character myself, but I do get a lot of consultation requests from companies to defend them. Requests from companies? The Yatagarasu isn't some petty thief out of money, you know. Huh. Alright then, perhaps the Yatagarasu is in the business of stealing people's lives. You're not very funny or witty, are you, little Miss Von Karma? Girl! Francisca, be careful about who you whip! Just carefully or he may be sued. I mean, she chose carefully. She chose me, but she was careful. There, I chose carefully, just like you wanted. Oh, I hate you so much. That just now was hilarious, little Missy. Of course it was. What is wrong with these two women? Why does my pain give them... I'm gonna use that for later. And so in the end, what is the Yatagarasu? I have to say, I had never heard of this thief when I was in Germany. The Yatagarasu deals in information. Namely, in digging out dirt about backroom dealings and the like of companies. The Yatagarasu is a vigilante who steals such info and then makes it public for all to see. Huh, vigilante or not, these persons are like just another criminal to me. I suppose you could put it that way too. But either way, I get a lot more clients now thanks to that thief. Songless Mix You is profiting nicely. Huh. I suppose I've gotten all I can out of Miss Yu. I should move on and speak with Detective Gumshoe now. Oh! Game is telling me what to do. I mean, I was going to go talk to Gumshoe anyway. Alright, first, are you sleeping on the job? Sir, nothing to report, sir. Is there no one who will make this man take responsibility for his actions on the job? Looks like we have no choice but to report this to Papa. Francisca, put your whip to good use now. Then this car can have fun in a waking nightmare after being awakened from his dream. Actually, let's not. I kind of feel sorry for him now. What are you doing? I can stop the water, sir. It seems that the man who was here earlier broke it by drinking from it too much. Bunch of fools who pretend not to see the foolishly foolish actions of a foolish fool. Well then, why don't you lend the officer a hand? Huh, as if I should have anything to do with this. Besides, that water-drinking fool's mouth is the thing that officers should be covering. Let's give that officer a description of the water guzzler later. She seems to have quite a grudge. It sounds to me like someone wanting a drink. You checking the model? Wow, this thing is incredibly detailed. My inner modeling fanboy is impressed. I'm not exactly a fan of plastic models, per se. But even I can sense the superb quality of this model. I simply cannot comprehend how that man can feel so much love for such a trifle? Oh, I see. You're a disciple of my father. So you would do well to guard yourself against an interest in such unproductive things. Yes, perhaps I should take up whipping people like the young lady over there. Like, yeah, useless things, unproductive things. It's not like he's a total Steel Samurai fanboy. Alright, let's talk to Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe.
Hey, it's you, pal. You're here. Yeah!
Oh, Francisca, come on. As am I.
I don't think you needed to whip him to let him know that. I didn't do it, pal. I swear on my honor as a detective, I really didn't.
Your words are useless. I place my trust only in the evidence, detective. Once the investigation is fully over, and should we find out that you are the killer, there will be no mercy to be had for you.
Have a heart, pal.
Poor guy.
But you're not worried, right?
After all, you have nothing to worry about. If you really are innocent, that is.
That's right. Hey, pal, go and do your perfect investigation and get the real killer for me, will you?
I would have done so, even had you not requested me to, detective. Oh, okay, motive for murder, I guess. So you and Mr. Faraday had a small meeting last week, did you? And what exactly did you do to make him so angry?
I used as detective by the same thing myself, pal. Turns out he was mad at me because of on my very first day as a detective. I reported in at my usual post instead of the Criminal Affairs Department. By the time I got down to Criminal Affairs, I was really late. And that's when he gave me that huge speech.
I remember doing the same exact thing in elementary school. On the first day of school every year, I always wind up going to my old classroom.
How pathetic for the detective to be comparable to a mere school child.
During the recess?
You claimed you to be standing guard in front of the door at lobby number 2 during the recess. However, when did you receive the order to do so, and from whom? Earlier at around 3:20 and from Detective Bat, pal. Today's trial too took a really crazy turn, so I was told to make sure nothing happened to Mr. Faraday.
And yet something did happen to him, correct? It looks like it was a total waste of manpower to assign you to the guard duty.
Ow! You're worse than your whip, pal.
Oh, Gummy. Poor guy.
So it was Detective Pat who ordered him to stand guard, huh? Next step. Now then, Detective Gumshoe, is there anything else you'd like to tell me? No, not a thing, pal.
In that case, allow us to take a look at what you are carrying on your personage.
Ah! Wait! You can do that!
There's nothing of any particular value here.
Well, my handcuffs and badge were confiscated by Detective Bat, so, you know. And what is that open envelope I see sticking out of your coat pocket? Ah! Hands off, pal!
Just show it to us already!
Yeah! Annual bonus check within...
Oh my god! $5 total!
$5 total, except there is no check inside. You've had your look, now give it back, pal! It's my first bonus as a brand new detective. I just got it and cashed in today. I had literally no cash on me up until I did, you know. So that envelope is really special to me. Now give it back.
You don't need rubbish like this. Don't worry, we'll throw it away for you later.
How could you?
Please give the guy his bonus. his envelope. Annual bonus envelope. Detective Gumshoe's annual bonus of the whopping giant amount of $5. Literally had no money on him until he cashed this. The poor guy. Oh, who's that guy? I'm sorry, but I need to take him in for questioning now. I feel bad for him. How do you get $5 as bonus? I think I've asked him just about everything I need to. No, wait. Since he became a suspect, there is one piece of evidence I should reconfirm. Oh, right. Officer, I ask that you wait a second. I still have one thing I'd like to reconfirm with Detective Gumshoe. Understood, but please make it brief, sir. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth. I must confirm whether or not his testimony about when the crime occurred is the truth. Oh, I guess I present this one, right? You told me earlier that you heard no sound other than the gunshot out in the hallway. Is that correct?
No mistake about it, pal.
Then you are also claiming that no one passed through the hallway either. Is that also correct?
Yup, not even a single lamp passed through the hall while I was on duty.
You do realize that the lie you're telling is only making life more difficult for yourself.
Huh? Oh. But it's true. I didn't see anyone go through the hallway, and I didn't hear anything else, pal. I bet the killer found a way to kill the two guys that's beyond what I can even imagine.
So he intends to continue telling this ridiculous lie. Is he protecting someone? Because we know that Gumshoe, when it comes to protecting someone he cares for, or he cares about, he never speaks. So is he protecting someone? But why would he do so, given the situation he's in? I believe a thorough investigation of the hallways in front of the defendant lobbies is in order. Oh, okay. Oh, hey, that's Kay!
Ah, you!
She kicked him! She kicked him, where, like, on the leg? Because it didn't look like she kicked him on the leg, it looked like she kicked him on the balls. No! Oh, she dropped something. How could you not have noticed that coming? Wasn't that the child changed money for earlier? Thanks! That's exactly what I needed. Kids can sometimes be so cruel. Using that too. It looks like she dropped something. Swiss roll. Swiss roll dropped by the mysterious young girl. Says courthouse special on it. Oh, is this thing from the vending machine? Maybe we should arrest the girl. She might turn out to be a valuable lead. I believe some sort of punishment might need to be dealt the next time we meet. No one kicks me in the balls and gets away with it. I believe I lost all that I need of the talk of this man. Now for Detective Bat and the judge. We have to confirm who is correct, the judge or the scrap face, right? I suppose we should inspect the hallway in front of lobby number 2 then. Next then? I suppose so. Shall we head on over, Francisca? Okay, I guess we go. Bye, Callisto. I hate you. Oh, there they are. September 10th, District Court, hallway. It feels weird to see the judge with legs. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we always saw him like just on his bench, so on his seat. So seeing the judge has legs is just mind-boggling for some reason.
So, did you see anything else?
No, I don't think so.
I see. Well, thanks for your cooperation.
Oh, it's nothing. Just doing my duty as a defender of the law.
That'll be all for now. I'll ask again if I have any other question.
Anytime, detective. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a few loose ends I have to tie up. Oh, you're the new prosecutor Mr. Von Karma recommended, right?
My name is Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
And I'm Manfred Von Karma's daughter, Franziska Von Karma. I'm set to become the successor to my genius father any day now, Your Honor. I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Von Karma. I didn't get to read that. Ah! I bit my tongue. Wait, what was he trying to say? I see. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by more Karma, Miles Edgeworth, and Miss Jen. Ah! The poor guy.
Are you alright, Your Honor?
Please feel free to refer to me as just Miss Von Karma, Your Honor. She's not Prosecutor Von Karma yet. As for him, just Edgeworth is fine. You little... Apparently, somebody doesn't feel that I'm worthy of a proper title. Worthy? Oh-ho! Very well then, I shall call you Miss Von Karma and Mr. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Ha! Yes, that's better.
Your Honor, Mr. Edgeworth is fine, sir. Now, about your earlier testimony.
Yes? What about it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I would like to ask you a few questions about what exactly you saw.
Alright, after all, it is my duty to clarify my testimony as a defender of the law.
I greatly appreciate your cooperation, Your Honor. Now, the first thing I will need to do is figure out what the detective's exact movements.
Oh! Okay. Begin investigation. Hallway. Oh, you're looking for prints, right?
Have you found any suspicious fingerprints, officer?
No, just the fingerprints of those involved with the case, sir. I guess we know all of the players in this case then, huh?
It would appear that way, but I have the nagging feeling that we're missing something. And I suspect that what we're missing is hiding right here in this crime scene somewhere.
Okay. What are you doing?
Did you find something, officer?
I think there's a $5 bill back there. Come on, just a little more. Wait, $5? Wait, didn't Gumshoe... Gumshoe's bonus is $5, right? Did Gumshoe drop his $5? Is there no one working in this crime scene who isn't a total waste of living tissue?
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a single person we can deem useful here.
I guess we're gonna have to do things ourselves. Vending machine? It would appear that this vending machine sells snacks and various other foods. Oh, logic piece. A vending machine that sells courthouse special goods. A few sweet items are for sale. Huh. Wait, Swiss rolls! Wait! How much? $6. Kay asked me for some money, but I just gave her $1, so did she have $5 on her? Just lovely. What will they think of next? Don't Don't be a jerk in court like these beef jerks. 1 packet for $9. Defendant's fresh milk. 1/2 pint for $7. Stay neutral as the Swiss roll do until the end with this for $6. They're awfully overpriced.
The lineup is simply awful, period.
Speaking of snacks, I wonder if that Swiss roll the little girl dropped is from this machine.
I was wondering about that myself.
I mean, it definitely looks like it. But if it's $6 and I gave Kay $1, if she had this, she needed $5 more, so... Oh! Okay, I had an idea, but let me just continue investigating. I have an idea though. Stay neutral as the Swiss roll to the end with this. The end of what?
Well, I assume it means the end of the trial. I suppose this means that one should eat this during a recess.
You can eat during a trial, so I suppose the only time you can eat them is now, huh?
I wouldn't mind if you wanted to eat one now. They come in packs of 2 after all.
Huh, we're in the middle of an investigation. Besides, I don't have $6 on me.
If you want, we can pool our money and buy a pack together.
If I have to split it with you, then I don't want it.
She wants both of them. Should I check every single one of them?
I don't think they're gonna be important. I think the only one we care about is this one. I guess... the window? Oh, there's something pink there. Wait. What is this pink thingy?
What is this? It's a pink colored piece of trash made of rubber.
Pink colored piece of trash made of rubber. Huh. Wait! Didn't Kay have a balloon? A pink balloon? Oh, it's probably from this. I mean, it's probably from it, right? Piece of pink trash found on the windowsill of the hallway window, made of rubber. This is probably from Kay's balloon, right? But that would mean she was around here.
I feel like I've seen something like this before.
Well, all I see is a piece of garbage. But you know, the fact that there is a litter running loose inside the courthouse, it's simply unforgivable.
Ow! It's not like it was I who littered.
Rubbish belong in a rubbish bin.
Ugh. Oh!
What's the matter?
I pricked myself on one of these cactus's needles. I didn't think the needles of this thing would be so sharp.
Well, what did you expect? Can you imagine how bad it would be if you were hit on the head by one of these?
What? Why would I be hit by...
Anyway, this cactus seems to be unrelated to our case.
I don't think so.
The balloon piece was here, and the cactus is right next to it, so I guess Kay's balloon just popped at some point. But that would mean that Kay was here, and Gumshoe said that he saw no one go through this hole, so is that a lie?
Do you really think so? Because I believe that this cactus sitting on this windowsill is completely related. Windowsill cactus, but a cactus sitting on the hallway windowsill. Its needles are dangerous.
Oh well then, I look forward for your explanation of how exactly it is related.
What's that? I can look outside. However, I doubt the killer could have escaped through here.
Of course not. This is the 3rd floor after all.
It appears that bars were installed on this to prevent people from falling out.
Bars? What bars?
Can you not see them from your vantage point?
You know she can't. She's small.
I must remember not to bring up that taboo subject again.
She's short. What are these things?
Oh, ants! The ants are hard at work carrying the food home. It's a marvel that they can pick up such comparatively large objects to their size.
Well, if you want to carry the might one Carmanium and not be squished under it, you'd better work extra hard, just like these ants.
The same goes for you, Francisca.
Is there anything else I have to... Oh, I can pan down. How do I... Oh, okay. Oh! What's this?
The dirt on this bench. It smells like some sort of sweet substance.
I can't believe there is someone going around dirtying the courthouse. For shame!
Hold it!
Hold it?
Calm down, Francisca. Now take a good look. Doesn't this smudge look kind of like a handprint to you?
I suppose it could be.
Which means that perhaps we can leave the prints of the person who solid this bench.
I see, and then we'll know the identity of our mystery's love.
You there, the lab technician. Could you please find out who this handprint belongs to?
Sir, yes sir. I've got the result of the fingerprint analysis, sir.
And do we know who they belong to?
Sir, the fingerprints belong to Detective Gumshoe.
Huh. Oh, interesting. Good work, officer.
Huh. Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints left on the hallway bench. Dark smudge emits the sense of sweet sugar. Huh. And there you have it.
Yes, I suppose so.
Now we know the identity of the person who dirtied the bench.
I sense that you and I will be using this information in very different ways.
Okay, what's this? What are these black speckles?
I believe it's a pile of ants eating away.
Oh, that detective! He claims that not a single ant slipped by him. And yet, here's a whole hill of them.
Ow! What are you hitting me for?
As a replacement for that pathetic detective.
Perhaps I should add this deduction to the detective's throwing tab of pay cuts. No!
Anyway, I wonder what the ants are eating.
From the look and sweet smell of it, pieces of cake and chocolate from a Swiss roll. Swiss roll crumbs, found on the floor under the bench. A hill of ants are attracted to their sweet scent.
So, I guess Gumshoe bought a Swiss roll. He was eating it and left that handprint on the bench. I think. I mean, I still have to figure out how to like tie okay, because I am pretty sure she was here, okay? I'm 95% sure she was here. Miles Edgeworth, the courtroom is to be kept pristine at all times. Ow. No, it wasn't me that dropped food on the ground. The courthouse must be kept clean. Oh, the poor guy. So I guess he understands how how Phoenix feels. Did we talk to Mr. Judge?
Your Honor, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. Where were you at the time of the murder?
Oh, did you suspect me or something? No, nothing of the sort, Your Honor. Ahem, very well, you may continue with your testimony. Your Honor, is your testimony a matter? Oh, I had no idea you were chasing after me on my testimony. I'm beginning to sense that I might want to avoid being a trial run by this judge. Oh, buddy, do I have news for you? Oh, we're gonna have so many trials with this guy. Yeah. Prepare for over a decade. Or even more. Like, yeah, over a decade of trials with this guy. Time of the murder. Let's see here. Now then, how should I put this? When you get to be my age, you need to pay more frequent visits to the restroom. I kind of feel bad for him. If you go take a look through the window at the end of this hall, you see a small window. That is a window to the men's restroom. In other words, you can see clearly into this hallway from the men's restroom. Ah, I think I understand. When I was going into the restroom, the detective, Gumshoe, is it? Well, he was standing in front of the vending machines buying something from it. The Swiss roll. Wait, but Gumshoe had $5 and the Swiss roll. Oh, I get it. However, and this I couldn't believe, when I was about to exit the restroom, there was not a soul in the hallway anymore. Your Honor, if you could please calm down and explain it to me rationally. Oh, I'm really sorry. Please let me regain my composure. It was really suspicious. That was my filing how judge's intuition said. Although, well, until the murders occurred, I just sort of brushed it off. Apparently, this judge doesn't understand the concept of staying calm. Nope. The restroom window, huh? I wonder if you can really see the men's bathroom window from that one there. You can. I'm looking at it right now. I demand that you show me this view at once. You have to carry her, Edgeworth. I suspect that her height is what limiting her ability to see. Oh, is that why she uses heels when she's older? That's probably all I'm going to find out from His Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, may I return to my other duties now? Yes, I'm sorry to have held you up. Thank you for your cooperation, Your Honor. Anytime, Mr. Edgeworth, anytime. Bye, Mr. Judge. The judges in this country seem rather friendly. Yes, if not a little wishy-washy. However, I hear that they are known to hand down very fair verdicts. I guess I talked to Pat? Wait, do I have anything in logic? Oh, I have some things. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this one and this one go together. Yeah. This pink rubbery substance. I saw this in a different form earlier today. I believe this is a piece of a pop balloon. I suppose that's possible. The balloon probably got a little too close to our friend, the windowsill cactus. That would be the logical conclusion, yes? Okay. I just know I've seen a pink balloon around. Found a windowsill on hallway window. It was, yeah, we saw Kay. Kay had one, but and when we saw her again, she didn't have one, so I'm pretty sure this is her balloon. Do I have anything else? Oh wait, the Swiss roll came from the vending machine, right? Of course. These bits of chocolate and cake. Could they not have come from a Swiss roll? A Swiss roll? Why would a car house sell a thing like that? Francisca is right there. It may not seem like it the right venue. However, it is being sold right over there. The vending machine? Ah, I see. Stay neutral as the Swiss do until the end with this. 2 for $6? Talk about expensive. Leaving the fact that it's on the expensive side aside, the fact that the cake crumbs and chocolate bits were found in this hallway suggests that they came from a Swiss roll that was purchased from this machine. Uh-huh. I think I have a pretty clear picture of what happened here now. Naturally, after all, I'm here, aren't I? Detective Gumshoe must have sat on this bench as he ate a Swiss roll. And he dropped it. And as he ate, he dropped it on the floor and solid the bench. Uh-huh. Left on the hallway bench, Detective Gumshoe apparently sat here as he ate a Swiss roll. Ah! How could he have not cleaned up after himself? How utterly despicable! Don't you dare whip me again. It wasn't I who made a mess in the first place. Anyway, if it was indeed Detective Gumshoe who bought the Swiss roll, that creates a rather interesting contradiction of facts. A contradiction? Where? The Swiss rolls are $6 and he only had 5. I think another look at the special courthouse vending machine is in order. Yeah, but first I want to talk to Bud. Detective Bud, I have something I wish to inquire about. Come on. Hey, how about doing some actual work, you? I wish to inquire into Detective Gumshoe's movements during the recess. You're getting in the way of the investigation. I have an order from Mr. Von Karma himself, plus I still hold investigative authority. Che. Alright, Detective Gumshoe. So I hear you were the one who called for Detective Gumshoe to come down here. Faraday, that guy was just accused, you know? I just knew something was gonna happen. My detective's instinct told me. A lot of good deed ended to you. You couldn't even protect one lone prosecutor with it.
Hold it!
Francisca, I think you need to apologize. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry, Detective Bud. Please continue. I used the phone on the first floor and called the precinct. I told them to send somebody over. And that detective's the one that showed up. And only upon his arrival did you set Detective Gumshoe to stand guard, Detective Bud? Yeah, I waited for him on the first floor. After he got here, we came up to these defendant lobbies together. As we entered this hallway, we ran into you. She told us that Faraday was really mad, and that he'd dragged Rel off to lobby 2 to have a word or something, and that Faraday has said not to let anyone interrupt them. So what choice did I have? All I could do was tell the big lock to stand guard outside. And around what time did all of that take place? Let's see, I think it was about 30 minutes before I heard the gunshot. After giving the big lock his assignment, he never left the hallway, not once. Oh, and how can you make such a claim? One of the guards out in this floor mains lobby swore to me he didn't. If the detective never left the hallway, then where did he disappear off to? That's simple. He must have gone into lobby number 2, just as I suspected. You and I, we were in lobby number 1 next door. The only one without an alibi is Gumshoe. It would seem that I am missing some key pieces of information. Huh. The gunshot. Detective Bat, you also heard the gunshot, did you not? Yeah. I heard it when I was in defendant lobby number 1. That's why I came running towards lobby number 2, together with you. How much time elapsed between you hearing the gunshot and your arrival to the scene? Less than a minute. What were your movements upon hearing the gunshot? I grabbed the big lock, who was just walking around in the hall, and raced into lobby number 2. And that's when we discovered the bodies, in that order. That makes you the discoverer of the crime scene, right? Yeah, I guess it does, little miss. I am about to become a prosecutor very soon. You will treat me with the dignity I deserve, or else... Whoa! Oh my god, he dodged... Oh, that's so cool! He dodged Francisca's whip! Oh, this guy is so cool. You wave that thing around anymore. And I'll have you arrested for obstruction, little miss. You wouldn't dare! Just joking. Detective Hat is really something if he can make Francisca behave. Yeah? And dodge the freaking whip as well? Are we about done? Is there anything else I should ask him about? Time he heard the gunshot, place he heard the gunshot, situation around the gunshot. The time? I'd like for you to tell me the exact time you heard the gunshot. It was around the end of the recess, and the trial was about to start again, I think. He was supposed to make time for himself to transfer the evidence he was holding. Uh-huh. But I got the sense he wasn't gonna show for the handoff. So I figured I should go get him, or he'd be late. And just as I thought that... Bang! The sound of a gunshot hit my eardrums. So he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to restart, huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Bad testimony. He heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. Are we done here? I don't have any time to waste. Hold it! Oh, come on! All you're doing is standing in front of this door, doing nothing. I get the sense that he's somewhat investigating this crime scene. Or rather, that he's keeping us under surveillance. But to what end? Detective Bat, may I ask that you cooperate with us for just a bit longer? I don't have anything else to say to the two of you. You guys were the ones who said you wanted to investigate in the first place. Fine then, be obstinate. We just do as we please. Come on, Miles. You may no longer be willing to help us. However, may I ask for the forensic scientist's cooperation? Do as you like. I guess that's a yes. Alright. Can I... Because I don't think I have anything in logic yet. Oh, I meant to... I wanted to open logic. No, I don't have anything else. Can I check this thing again? Uh-huh. Should I check this again? Stay neutral, blah 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 blah. At the end of what? Well, I assume it means end of that. I suppose this means that one should be recess. Ah, I saw this already. Oh, of course. The deuce. Is this bot somehow connected? Yeah. Because we know Gumshoe had $5. He needed one more dollar, and there's another person who just happened to have $1. About detecting Gumshoe's finances, he said that until this morning, he didn't have even a single penny on his personage. That's kind of sad. That's actually very sad. Just how poor is that guy? Very poor. The poor guy just lives on instant noodles, and sometimes he doesn't even have noodles. If his bonus really was only $5, then he should not have been able to purchase a pack of Swiss rolls. However, facts being as they are, we found cake crumbs on the floor. Meaning Scruffy must have bought a pack somehow. Indeed. That detective should not have been able to purchase a pack, yet he did. The question is, how? Aha! It's priced at 2 for $6. So I think I have an idea of how he got that $1 he needed. I believe I now have a very firm grasp of what happened here. Well, I do too. Alright, Francisca, would you care to share what conclusions you've come to? Why should I do that? We're still in the middle of a competition, you know? You have no idea. We should be checking to see if your conclusions are wrong first, so you go ahead. It's almost cute that she's going this far to ensure that she wins. Almost. It is cute. Very well, but first, we need to pay his honor a visit to correct his testimony. Okay, September 10th, 5:15 p.m., District Court, Combrew number 3. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to test your witness testimony to see how it stands up. Do you doubt me? Am I your new suspect? In a sense, I suppose you could say that. Even you, a judge, are nothing but a common witness before a bon karma. Silence in the courtroom! Silence, I say! Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred Bocamar, Miss Jenny's prosecutor successor to Manfred Bocamar. You bit your tongue again, didn't you? Ahem. As a defender of the law, I could never give false testimony. I don't think he lied. I mean, knowing Mr. Judge, I'm pretty sure he just... I don't know, he misremembered something. He's, like, not to offend Mr. Judge, but he's kinda like Miss Oldback. He saw something, but he's not sure. He doesn't remember things properly, basically. You can even place me on the road if you want. Very well then. Your testimony, if you please. Okay. Confrontation against Mr. Judge. What I saw at recess. During the recess, I went to the restroom. Huh? There is a window on the hallway side. In other words, I could see into the hallway. As I entered, I saw the detective buying something from the vending machines. But when I was about to exit the restroom, he had completely disappeared. A detective that goes missing while on duty? That sounds mighty suspicious to me. Oh god. Your Honor, can you please try to remain calm? Oh! I'm so used to simply listening to testimonies that I got caught up in the excitement. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to spoil the fun now. I think I know. I went to the restroom. There's a window. As I enter, but when I was about... Okay, I think it's here. He disappeared. He disappeared, I think, because of this.
Objection!
What's that finger for? What for, Mr. Edgeworth? It's the Von Karma finger wag, Your Honor. And don't you know it's rude to shout objection when someone is giving testimony? It's not. We do it all the time. Huh. If you truly are a man of the law, then you must always be vigilant. For example, I never let an opportunity to shout objection pass me by. Miles Edgeworth, it's one thing to be passionate about your job, but this is real life. This is what some people may say is the pot calling the kettle black. Your Honor, I wonder if you might take a look at this for me. What is that filth? How dare someone dirty the hallway bench like that? Who is the culprit? That body is hereby found guilty of uncleanliness. If you must know, the uncouth bench Solar has already been placed under arrest, thanks to your early testimony, Your Honor. Oh, well that's good, but who was it? We were able to discover something from the smudge on the bench. Namely, Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints. Not happy with committing murder, he had to go and dirty the courthouse too? Guilty! Your Honor, please calm down. While it's true that the detective is the one who made the mess on the bench, we have not just established that this action is related to the double murder. What do you mean? I believe that the detective bought a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine, and then promptly sat down on the bench to eat one. That's why you didn't see him. The cake crumbs and pieces of chocolate on the floor under the bench, and Detective Gumshoe's fingerprints prove my conclusions to be true. Oh, but I still don't understand. Is this whole thing related to how I would see him as I couldn't see him as I was leaving the restroom? It is indeed. The window in the hallway was built rather high up into the wall, at around a grown adult's chest height. And then we have freaking Francisca. As evidence, I submit that Francisca herself was unable to see out of that window. You're just asking to be whipped. Oh, that was a delayed reaction. No, I knew I shouldn't have used her height as evidence. She's tiny. But basically, what this means is that the area directly under the hallway window is a blind spot when the hallway is being viewed from the men's restroom. Then... It seems that you have made the connection. If someone were to sit on the bench under the window... Yes, even someone as large as Detective Gumshoe would effectively disappear from sight. What? Do you finally see, Your Honor? Your testimony has just proven that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway the entire time. Hold it. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to say it with that much enthusiasm. He's excited because he gets to give testimony. He never gets to do that. Oh, Mr. Judge. All I wanted to do was try saying it once. Here, let me try that again. Hold it! Is there something of value that you'd like to say? Yes, actually there is. I remember something else just now. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to testify to the court one more time. We're not actually on a trial, but sure. Even if we overruled him, he'd just keep on talking, wouldn't he? That might not be a bad thing. The more info the better is in the perfect investigation, right? Okay. What I saw, part 2. I suppose it's possible you can't see a seated person from the restroom window. However, that doesn't mean the detective was sitting there when I looked. Anyway, I forgot to testify earlier about probably the most important detail. As I was leaving the restroom, I heard the long bang of a gunshot. How was that? That is the testimony of one who judges the crimes of others. Your Honor, could you try to state the important facts first this time? I agree. Before you go around judging others, you should learn to judge your own words. I'm sorry. But honestly, I thought the song was just a noise popper used until now. Now that he mentions it, right before we restarted the trial, he did talk about that. Oh, by the way, was there someone celebrating a birthday during the recess? I could have sworn that I had a popper going off. Come to think of it, the other day with my grandson... The most critical point in this argument is when did the judge look into the hallway? And whether that lines up with the gun that was actually when the gun was actually fired. Your Honor, if I may, I'd like to clarify a few details in your testimony. I think I know. You can see a seated person, however, that doesn't mean the detective was sitting there when I looked. Hold it! As we established, you knew you went to the restroom during the recess. However, at what point in the recess did you look into that hallway? After I called for a recess, I handled the change of prosecutor paperwork. Maybe about 20 minutes until we reconvened. Yes, that sounds about right. Just as I expected. What were you expecting? And I demand to know what that all-knowing smile is for. Your Honor, that statement you made just now is very important. I'd like for you to append it to your testimony. Yippee! Alright, if you insist. Let's see, I looked into the hallway about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. But... that actually... is it this one? He heard a gunshot right before the trial was about to start again, so... is it 20 minutes or is it right about before it started?
Objection!
I cannot allow you to make an objection. What? Your Honor, I'm really sorry, but I cannot allow you to not allow me to make an objection. Gods, I've been overruled. Your Honor, there are simply too many holes in your testimony for my taste. What do you mean by that? I think I get, like, what is the quote-unquote gunshot that Mr. Your Honor heard. I think I know. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that one. Hold on. You claim that you heard a gunshot during the recess, but that is simply not possible. Mr. New Prosecutor recommended by Manfred von... Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you... Francisca, stop talking so fast. Instead of biting your tongue, why don't you bite your tongue on those preposterous names? I see you have no mercy for the elderly either, Francisca. Don't talk back to me unless you want to be whipped in the back. With your height, you'll need a step ladder of 4 to accomplish that. Tiny Siska. Mr. Edgeworth, my ears are not that far gone yet, I'll have you know. I can still hear just fine. And I heard the sound of a gunshot loud and clear with my own 2 ears. Your Honor, I have here an interesting bit of testimony. It's from Detective Bad. And according to him, he heard the gunshot right before the trial was about to start again. That makes it 2 gunshots then. We have one 20 minutes before and one right before. What did you just say? Your Honor, you just said that you heard the gunshot about 20 minutes before we were to reconvene. How do you explain this glaring contradiction? That can be! Unfortunately, that is the truth. But I heard it clear as day. Bang! The loud sound of a gunshot. The sound of the gunshot. We keep returning to this point of contention. And that piece of evidence, I always did wonder why I found it where I did. However, now I understand what that gunshot the judge heard really was. Unfortunately, Your Honor, this is what really produced the gunshot you heard. He didn't hear a gunshot. He heard a case balloon going pop.
Take that!
I found this object in the hallway earlier. What is that pink substance? It may not look like it, but this is actually a piece of a balloon. I see. And I suppose you would like me to accept that big balloon into the court record? I just heard a little ding that you get whenever something gets added to the court record. Your Honor, I present this piece of evidence in order to overrule your testimony. What? Your Honor, your argument goes as follows. You saw no one in the hallway when you heard the gunshot. Now, there is no guarantee that the detective was sitting on the bench at the time. Therefore, you believe he must have been at the crime scene, defendant lobby number 2. Am I correct? I think I get it. Yes, that's exactly right. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the gunshot you heard was produced by a real gun? I think I've said enough that even you can figure the rest out on your own. Your Honor, you were fooled by the popping of this balloon into thinking it was a gunshot. What manner of trickery is this? That was a good effort you put forth, Miles Edgeworth. But if it was me, I'd have wrapped this thing up before the judge even testified. Care to elaborate on how one ends something before it even begins? Well, to be honest, I did think that the sound was a bit off from a real gunshot sound. But who could have guessed that someone would pop a balloon in a place like this? That's true. One doesn't usually think balloons in conjunction with courthouse. I want to try these coins with you. That's it! That balloon that girl was holding, it explains everything. Your Honor, if it makes you feel any better, you didn't lie once in your testimony. However, I can't really vouch for its accuracy. Who knew that giving testimony could be such a difficult thing to do? What have I done? I owe Detective Gumshoe a very, very big apology. I will see to myself that he is released. Wait. There are still a few things I have yet to resolve about what happened in the hallway. Your Honor, I request your permission to further question Detective Gumshoe. But why? I thought we just cleared his name. Whether we did just now or not, I still cannot say. The only thing I can do for now is to continue my quest for the perfect explanation. And to that end, I must resolve the remaining issues pertaining to the events that occurred in the hallway. Very well. Bailiff, please bring Detective Gumshoe into the courtroom. I must fulfill my mission and find the perfect explanation to this case. Okay, September 10, District Court, courtroom number 3. There he is. Hey, buddy.
What is it now? Is it time for my trial already? I've already told you a gazillion times, Paul. I didn't do it.
I'll be the judge of that, Detective Gumshoe.
No, you won't. I'll be the judge of that.
No. I'm the judge around here, and I'll be the judge of that.
Why can't you guys be a little less judgmental?
Yes, well, speaking of hasty judgments, Detective Gumshoe, I'm afraid I must apologize for an error in judgment on my part. Your Honor, I don't believe you should apologize just yet. You have yet to prove that he's completely innocent of this crime. I guess so.
What are you guys talking about? In any case, I would like you to testify as to your actions while you were on guard duty. And please remember, you are not on trial. This is just a part of the investigation. As such, you may still be found to be innocent. However, if you should give false testimony... Yeah.
Yeah!
My will object, loud and clear.
If you are found to be lying, you will be held indefinitely. Understood? I gotcha, pal. Thinking back on the state of the crime scene at the judge's testimony, it's obvious that Detective Gumshoe is lying. And if I can't break his lie, then we may never get a break in this case.
Oh, we're confronting Gumshoe, okay. Well, I was on duty.
I came down here to this courthouse on Detective Bat's orders. As soon as I got here, he ordered me to stand guard in front of lobby number 2. From that time on, until I heard the gunshot, I was in that hallway the whole time. On my honor as a detective, I swear it wasn't me, pal.
He's still singing the same tired tune.
In that case, I'll just have to change the melody. I know he's lying, and it's time I pulled the information I need out of him. I think... Where is it? I think it's here. Hold it.
Hold it!
You claim to have been in that hallway the whole time. However, is it not a fact that you did something while you were in that hallway? Of course I did something. I guarded the door to lobby number 2, pal. What else? Gumshoe, come on. Very well then. And what exactly does guarding that door entail? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I know. It was my job to stand in front of the door without moving an inch. Oh? You did move though. Detective Gumshoe, you mean to tell me that you didn't take a single step away from the door to lobby number 2? Is that what you wish to testify to the effect of? You got it, pal. I didn't take a single step away from the door, just like I was ordered not to. Yeah. Why is everyone so quiet all of a sudden? Because we are all in shock. And in awe of your utter stupidity.
Scuffy, if you're going to lie, at least tell us a more believable one.
But I'm not lying. I should hurry up and bring this insipid testimony to a close. And until I heard the gunshot, I didn't take a single step away from the lobby number 2 door.
Oh? You didn't?
Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Gumshoe?
Objection!
Oh, buddy. Buddy, please, don't lie to me. It makes me sad.
I have an objection. What is it, pal? Detective Gumshoe, I wonder if you might recognize this from somewhere. Hey, it's one of those things! The courthouse special Swiss rolls, right, pal? Precisely. In that case, I suppose that you also recall the solid hallway bench. Hey, you know what? I think it was probably me that did that. Detective Gumshoe, you know you can go around dirtying up the courthouse like this.
You inconsiderate slovenly pig!
I promise to clean up later, I swear! Now then, shall we get down to business? To defeat the horse. About the fact that you didn't move even a single step from in front of that door. If that really were the case, then how were you able to buy a pack of Swiss rolls? Also, where did you get the extra $1?
Furthermore, if you didn't move a single step from in front of the door, how did you manage to get the bench dirty with your grubby hands?
Yeah! It appears that Francisca's whip can do more damage than my words alone can.
Alright, I confess, pal. I was hungry, so I bought a pack for myself, okay? I thought I'd get chewed out again if anyone found out about me eating out the job. So I didn't want to say anything.
Well, unfortunately for you, I saw you do the whole dastardly deed. I clearly saw you buying a pack of Swiss rolls from the vending machine.
Okay, I'm sorry for lying. But that's all I'm sorry for. You got that? Because I'm not holding anything else back.
That last statement. It may sound like it makes sense. However, there is something I don't quite believe about it. Are you sure you're not withholding further information from us?
Huh? Of course not. I've got nothing else to hide, pal.
Huh. Oh, if only that were true, Detective Gumshoe.
But it is true, pal. I swear there's nothing else.
Detective Gumshoe, I'm sure you're aware of the price of a pack of Swiss rolls, correct?
Huh? Remind me again, pal.
$6, and you had 5.
That vending machine out in the hallway is selling packs of 2 Swiss rolls for $6 a pack.
And yet, according to you, you didn't have any cash on you until you cashed your $5 annual bonus check. Isn't that right?
Oh.
Let me ask then, how did you manage to purchase a pack all by yourself? Can you provide me with a proper explanation to that?
I told you, I bought it myself, pal. There wasn't anyone else in that hallway with me. So there's no one who could have helped me buy it. Wait, don't tell me. You've got some kind of proof that there was someone else in the hallway, don't you?
Correct.
As if you could. I mean, what are the chances of that?
Wait,
You do?
of course I do.
What? How?
What proof do I have that there must have been someone else in the hallway? This one.
Take that!
Yay!
Hey, you showed that to me not 2 seconds ago, pal.
I think you're under the mistaken impression that I bought this pack of rolls.
Wait, if you didn't buy it, then that means you must have stolen it, you thief!
Well, I would never do such a thing.
All you liars are the same, you started as thieves, you're under arrest, pal.
Gumshoe, you are under arrest. I don't think you have the authority to do anything to me. I believe you meant to assert that all thieves start out as liars. And in that case, what does that say about you, detective?
Ugh.
This particular Swiss roll was dropped by a certain someone.
Oh,
There were 2 rolls in this package. You ate one of them, but you then gave the other to a certain other person, didn't you?
no way, pal. You've got it all wrong. I ate both of them.
Nah, I don't think so. Oh, there she is. Caught before she did it. It would appear that we've caught you at last.
Hey, don't you dare do anything bad to that girl.
It would appear that they do know each other after all. So why do you continue to come up and kick me? Have I wronged you somehow?
I have a name and it's Kay.
Kay, what?
Kay Faraday.
Faraday. Are you perhaps Mr. Faraday's daughter?
I'm not a you, I'm Kay.
Kay, you know, good little girls don't kick other people in the balls. Sorry. Especially not hard enough to leave big nasty bruises like the way you do. She's very strong. She's tiny, but very, very strong.
Well then, you should have put Gummy under arrest, mister.
Gummy, that's so cute. Gummy. My guess is that she's talking about Detective Gumshoe.
What a cute nickname you've given him. Gummy didn't do anything wrong.
Okay.
It appears that I will need to speak with her in a bit more detail.
Arr!
He's gonna bounce. Okay, you angry little child. Speak to me. Now then, okay? What are you, a tiger?
She's like a stray cat.
I wonder if I should feed her something. Like a Swiss roll?
Take that!
Okay, I promise to give this to you if you calm down.
Oh, a Swiss roll.
It really belongs to you though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was saving it for Daddy.
Oh, yeah. About that, yeah, we have bad news for you. Yeah, everyone just realized that this little girl's dad is dead now. Oh god. Oh my. Your father, he's...
Ah! Don't you say another word, pal. She doesn't know it. She doesn't know yet.
Thanks for watching out for me, Gummy. But I already know about Daddy. Oh, I overheard the guards talking. Oh, about how Daddy's he's not here anymore.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't protect him.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna. Oh. Cry.
Oh. I'm actually crying. It's alright, let it all out. Your father just passed away after all. Oh. He's feeling something. I myself was also involved in a case at this courthouse when I was a young child. A case in which my father, who was a defense attorney, passed away. All of my dreams of becoming a lawyer were crushed into fine ash on that nightmarish day. Even now, the wound festered deep in the depths of my soul. Ever since that incident, I've dedicated myself to locking away every criminal I can. And now, to have this happen right in front of me, this child, I feel a certain shared fate, a common bond between us.
Miles Edgeworth, what sort of gentleman are you? Are you going to just stand there and watch a lady cry?
Ah, you're right. Sorry about that. Okay, here. How about we use this handkerchief here and dry your little eyes? Ugh! Oh, gross. Oh, gross, but kinda cute. No! Microba, don't blow your nose on that!
I feel better now, thanks.
Aww. I'm actually crying. Oh, I feel so bad. Baby! Okay, are you going to be alright?
Yep, I'm already alright.
Oh, that was fast. Somehow, I highly doubt that, but I'm not going to push it.
I promised Daddy I'd never cry in front of strangers.
And you're a good kid, aren't you, Kay? You always keep your promises, right?
That's right.
Aww.
Even if I can't see Daddy anymore, I'm still going to keep all my promises.
You're a very brave girl, okay?
You're a very good child for keeping the promises you made to your papa. I'll even testify that you didn't cry, just for you.
Perjury, Francisca?
Thank you very much, lady. Huh? It's nothing. I'm only telling the truth after all.
It would appear that because her father was a respected prosecutor, Francisca is sympathetic to Kay's feelings.
Oh, okay. Let's talk to Kay. Your father.
Kay, what kind of person was your father?
Daddy Juarez was a hero of justice.
Oh, that's so cute.
His job was to catch all the bad people in the world.
So, to you, a prosecutor is a hero of justice, huh? I suppose we are, in a sense, as we are the ones who seek guilty verdicts for criminals.
Plus, you know what? Whenever I came to the courthouse, Daddy would buy me my absolute favorite treat, Swiss rolls.
Oh?
I wanna be a hero of justice someday, just like Daddy.
My heart.
So I've been working really hard.
I see. And what have you been working hard on?
I've been working hard to keep all the promises Daddy and I made together.
Aww.
A promise notebook. May I take a look inside, Kay?
Sure, okay.
It appears to be an exchange diary of sorts between father and daughter.
That's so cute.
Mr. Faraday's writing conveys a sense of the kind of man he was. This little notebook just might come in handy later.
I'm just putting it in my pocket. I hope you don't mind.
Promise notebook, exchange diary between Mr. Faraday and Kay.
Aww, cute.
Thank you for showing it to me, Kay. I hope you continue to work hard and become a hero just like your father.
I'm gonna try.
Hey Kay, so I'm a detective that catches the bad people, right? That makes me a hero too.
Yeah, you're really cool too, Gummy.
Yeah, aren't I, Kay?
What is with the two of them? Hold on, how old is she right now? Oh, baby! Oh. I handle verdicts of justice, so that makes me a hero too. Everyone is just looking for validation from this little girl.
Yes, and then to your oh so heroic testimony, you almost painted the detective as a vile criminal and sent him off to jail.
Francisca, you were the one who was still saying
oh, he's guilty, I'm just waiting for him to lock him out and I'm gonna whip his ass.
Francisca, oh, I'm really sorry about that.
Gammy's not a bad man, okay?
That poor judge, he's been treated like a vile criminal rather than a hero of justice.
Poor Mr. Judge.
It appears that you and Detective Gumshoe are good friends, Kay.
Yeah, we're friends.
In that case, would you mind telling me a little more about him?
Oh, okay, Dick Gumshoe.
So I take it you ran into Detective Gumshoe earlier.
Yep. I was on my way to see Daddy when I saw Gummy standing there. He was standing in the hallway, staring really hard at the vending machines, so I said hi.
And when was this?
Before everything got crazy.
How long were the two of you together?
We only talked for a little while. And then we went on our own ways.
That's right, pal. Ken and I only talked for a little while and that's it.
Oh,
Which means we have now confirmed that Kay was in the hallway doing the research, isn't that right?
You got me.
How dare you to stop picking on Gummy, mister?
Very well then. I'll just have to speak with the good detective in private later.
Sweet rolls.
Were you the one who bought this pack of Swiss rolls, Kay?
Well, I didn't really have a lot of money. And I somehow made $1 out of all the pennies and quarters I had. But that still wasn't enough, and I really, really wanted one.
Come to think of it, she did come and ask me to exchange a handful of change for $1. And that's when you came and asked me to change your money, correct?
Yeah, thanks a bunch for doing that, mister.
Sure. But let me ask you, even with that $1, you still didn't have enough, correct?
Aww. So basically, Gumshoe shared his $5 and Kay with Kay, and then she shared her $1 with him, and they shared the Swiss roll. Oh, that's so cute.
Well, that's why...
Hey, if you bully Kay anymore, I'm gonna have to arrest you, pal.
I'm not bullying her, dude.
Need I remind you that you're the one already under arrest.
No!
I sense that Kay is going to be less than forthcoming with this question.
Sorry about your ruffly thing.
Yes, well, no, that is possibly drenching your nasal mucus. Gross. Don't worry, Kay, I have a spare. So here, you can have this one.
But Daddy said, never take things from a stranger.
Ah, it's one of the promises you made in your promise notebook, correct?
Yeah, look, see? It's right here on this page.
Kay's promises to Daddy. Aw, promise number 1, never take things from a stranger. Promise number 2, never go anywhere with a stranger. Huh. Alright then, I'm not giving this to you. I'm merely allowing you to borrow it. You can take it home, wash it nice and clean, and then give it back to me next time we meet.
Okay, Daddy never said I couldn't borrow things from strangers.
And that's why she's a thief. She's borrowing them. Now then, Detective Gumshoe. Uh-oh. I believe it is not crystal clear that you were with little Kay in that hallway.
I told you to stop being mean to Gummy.
Hold it.
Hold it. Miles Edgeworth, there's still something you have yet to resolve.
I beg your pardon?
You still haven't offered an explanation to why that man would lie to us.
That's... well...
Gummy, don't tell me you lied for my sake.
Hey, don't worry about it, Kay. Everything's gonna be okay.
Ah, so that's why.
So what was Detective Gumshoe's motive for lying? If you can explain that, then you can call this a perfect investigation.
This reason for lying is very simple.
What?
Here is what I believe to be his reason. From simple observation of the detective's actions and his interactions with Kay, it's obvious the detective was lying for the young girl's sake. And this piece of evidence will show you exactly why. Which piece of evidence proves that the detective Gumshoe was lying on account of Kay? I need to check this first. Never take things for Daddy. Promise number 3. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Promise number 4. Never cry in front of strangers. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. Daddy's job is to make sure that everyone follows the rules. Kay, be a good girl and promise that you keep your promises to me, okay? Love, your Daddy. Oh, it is so sad. I'm gonna cry. I guess I have to present the notebook.
Take that!
Mr. Faraday, in Kay's promise notebook, how does this explain anything?
If you could take a look at this page, it's clearly written as that Kay should never take things from a stranger. When Detective Gumshoe heard about that promise, he tried to cover for Kay.
What a foolish reason for a fool.
Ow!
Gummy, you lied because of me, didn't you?
Because I'm your friend, Kay. That's why.
Gummy!
Oh, Gummy. At long last, Detective Gumshoe, can you please tell me the whole truth now?
Guess there's no beating you, huh, pal?
Okay, I'll spill the goods. See, it's because Gumshoe loves his friends so much, and he would never tell something that they wouldn't for example, I think it was I don't remember exactly who it was. But whenever Phoenix asked, Gumshoe was like, no, nothing at all. It's nothing. And he was obviously he was lying, but he was trying to protect someone. I don't remember exactly.
I'd been standing guard for a while. I was getting really hungry, and that snack vending machine was taunting me.
But all the cash you had on you was $5, and that wasn't enough to buy anything, right? After all, the cheapest item in the machine is a $6 pack of Swiss rolls.
Yeah, but then, like an angel from heaven, Kay showed up. I was thinking about sharing a snack.
I was thinking about sharing a snack with Daddy. So I wanted to buy a Swiss roll. But I only had about $1 in coins.
So we pulled my $5 and her $1 together and bought a pack of Swiss roll together. But I was worried.
About breaking one of my promises. So then Gummy said,
Mr. Faraday's one scary guy when he gets mad. But don't worry, you won't get in trouble if I don't tell, right? Besides, you bought it with me. So you didn't really get it from me, you know?
He told me it'd be okay. And he gave me a whole roll to save and give to Daddy.
Aww.
Who knew that Scruffy could be so considerate?
He is. He's such a sweet guy.
Indeed. Detective, I take it that you then sat down on the bench and ate the rolls together. Yeah, we split the other roll and ate it right then. The sweet taste of that cake's chocolate. I'll never forget it as long as I live, pal. Anyway, Kay, I believe this also belongs to you.
Oh, that's from the balloon I popped. It's bad manners to leave garbage lying around, okay? I'm sorry. Well, I guess I can't blame you for not throwing this one piece away. It was sitting high up on a windowsill where you couldn't see it. So just this once, I forgive you. But that balloon... I wanted to surprise Gummy a little, so I popped it on purpose. And because of me, Gummy dropped his half of the Swiss roll.
Oh.
Whoa, you really got me there, pal.
Oh.
So I thought maybe I should give Gummy this other roll. And then I saw you picking on Gummy, mister.
So you kicked me, is that it?
You sure are a feisty one. I'm really sorry, mister.
It's alright. I'm perfectly unharmed.
Well, I mean, my balls are kind of hurt, but I'm fine.
But about this Swiss roll, would it be alright with you if I held onto it until Detective Gumshoe is clear of all charges and free to go?
Aww. I love this guy.
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you give it to Gummy afterwards, okay?
Of course, I promise. Now then, I believe we have proven beyond the shadow of a doubt that Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway for the entire duration of his duty, which undeniably proves that Detective Gumshoe could not have committed the double murders.
Objection!
Oh, it's you. Actually, it proves just the opposite, Edgeworth. You've just shown that Detective Gumshoe is the one who could have committed the murder. Is the only one who could have committed the crime.
What do you mean?
It's quite rude to eavesdrop, Miss You.
I'm getting lectured on manners by a girl with a penchant for whipping people.
What? How dare you talk back with such insolence? You're wrong, lady. Gummy's not the bad guy.
Oh, and what have we here? What is a child doing here in a courthouse? Bailiff, please take this child away. No! Don't touch her! Run, Kay! Run!
What? Miss Callisto, that girl is Mr. Faraday's...
I know, so what? You think that just because she's the victim's daughter, she gets to just run wild around the crime scene? I think it's actually quite dangerous for her, so to speak nothing of getting underfoot. I suppose you're right, however, as long as we're in agreement on that point, let's get back to the real issue at hand. Now then, detective, you were in front of the door to lobby number 2 the entire time, correct?
Yeah, but...
You see, isn't it obvious that it could only be the detective? He is the only person who could have gone into lobby number 2 at the time of the murders.
I have no counter-argument to that.
Don't worry, I've already put the necessary paperwork for his formal arrest.
But the investigation is far from over.
Oh, that's right. I was going to speak with you about that. Don't you think it's reckless to talk to the suspect out in the open without a guard?
I suppose it is.
Well, as someone with more experience in law than you, allow me to share something. Always keep a good eye on a criminal, or you may regret what comes from your negligence.
Miles, I can't believe you let this woman lecture you like this. This is unforgivable as a disciple of Bon Karma.
Down, Tigress. Now then, I'll be looking forward to the results of your investigation. I hate you!
So, we're back to square one.
Actually, this is our last chance. I can tell that if we fail to solve this case, Detective Gonshu will be formally charged under all of the circumstantial evidence. This investigation is not over yet. There's still one location we have yet to inspect. It's where Detective Pat and Miss Yu were at the time of the crime, lobby number 1. Oh, to be continued.
Yippee!
God, oh my throat, it hurts so bad. I feel bad for Kay. She just lost her father. Baby. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. I need to cry a little more about Kay. I'm private. So I hope you liked it. If you did, maybe consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye bye.